Hello, everyone. We are here for another MoreMito Miracle. I'm interviewing today my friend Michele Clark. Michele Clark, welcome to the show. How are you?
Ryan, I'm so glad to be here. I'm doing great.
Yes, thank you. So, you've been on MoreMito now for how long has it been now?
It's been close to 4 weeks now.
Okay, so almost a month right now. Then you had purchased the 2 month package right there, right? Okay.
Yes, I did. I purchased the bundle and then I immediately bought more. I just
Good.
wanted to make sure I'm creating a little stockpile so I never have to be
I
without
can relate to that. I think I have more than a little stockpile now, but
it.
so
Yeah.
just briefly, no, not briefly, please share all the wonderful things that have happened since MoreMito, or maybe what MoreMito was like. What was it like before MoreMito?
Oh, I was definitely struggling with focus and brain fog and just feeling scattered with my energies and not able to I have a lot of plates spinning and I'm always able to manage multiple things, but it just felt like a hard, it was hard to do. That was my biggest thing.
Right, right.
But yeah, so that was what I wanted help for the most.
Understandable. So when you first started taking the product, what can you kind of tell us kind of in the timeline, like, day one, did you notice something, and then what kind of happened through the first week exactly?
The amazing thing was that the very first dose of more mito that I took was at quarter of 10 at night, and I had been up since 4 in the morning. I was exhausted. I was about to go to bed, but I there was a Zoom that I wanted to see, and I took one dose, and I had planned to just watch that Zoom and go straight to bed. I couldn't believe when I was on the Zoom, I was just connecting with the information in a very different way than I normally would. Usually I'd be multitasking and maybe half paying attention, but I felt so focused. It wasn't like I felt energized, like in an abnormal way, but like you just had a cup of coffee late at night. But I felt that focused energy, and it was it allowed me to just really tune in to the information, and I wasn't tired. I stayed up until about 1 o'clock in the morning, just because I had a few things that I wanted to get done. And then I took another dose before I went to sleep, and I had such a great sleep. I woke up at my normal time. And even though I went to bed a couple hours later than normal, it didn't affect me in the least. And
Mhm.
that's one thing that I have noticed is that my sleep has improved so much. And sleep is just kind of the foundation to everything. So,
Yeah, were you so that was day one, that was noticeable. Then take me through like the first week. What did you start noticing right there?
well,
I
there were
remember
a lot
you
of
texted me and you were pretty
projects. Yeah.
impressed by day
Yeah. I
one.
definitely could feel a lot more, focus and energy. And, but I had a couple of overwhelming projects that I've been kind of beating myself up over, procrastinating on just because I just felt so overwhelmed. And I remember I started the product on a Thursday night. The following Saturday, I was going out to a Christmas party later, and then I just started doing this organizing project. And in 2 hours, I got the whole thing done. And I couldn't believe that I was procrastinating about something that really wasn't that hard to do.
Right.
But it felt like I didn't know where to start. So that focus and energy was back, just like I used to feel. And the other thing I noticed, even right away, is that lately I had, before taking MoreMito, I've always been a big exercise person, and over the last maybe 6 months or so, I just felt like I had to push myself more to work out than I ever used to.
Right. Yeah.
And with MoreMito, I just felt like I had that spring in my step back that I used to have, and that's been great. That's been really, really nice.
And so how do you feel when you exercise? Is like you're more in the moment? It's
Yes, definitely. I think the connection to what you're doing. because, you know, we all talk about multitasking, but there's really no such thing. So
Is there?
I'm focusing more, you know, on what I'm doing more in the moment. And that's been great for me. That's really helped. So,
You know, when you talk about things getting something done, I'm looking at my cabinet here to the side here, my closet of food, you know, type of thing over here. And it was before MoreMito, it was like I look at them like I can't even like try to organize this stuff whatsoever because I had some serious brain issues. And now it's like what you're saying is when you put your focus on something, you just get it done. And it's like it just all comes together. And another thing I've really been noticing lately is, you know, when you have a thought, you're doing a whole bunch of things at once, and you'll be working on something, then something else pops up, and you'll be like, okay, I got to start that so I don't forget. You kind of get this like chain of different things going on right there. Maybe you have 5 things. Maybe before you can only do like 1, 2, or 3 things, but you know, without losing order. You know, but now it's like I can back things like 10 things back in my mind. You know, 3 months later, I'm just like, just consolidating information and get like completing files in my head. That's been the main thing. So now you've been on it for almost this long. And what about like how it makes you feel like happy, like emotionally? How would you describe that?
Yeah. You know, I have a lot of stressful things going on in my life right now. And I'm so grateful for this product because it's definitely helped overall feeling joy. And just, you know, I'm able to, I wake up and, you know, I want to work out. I just feel that happy energy, you know, joyful. And so, yeah, it's been great that way. And I've lost weight too. I've been, you know, that's always been kind of my focus and struggle. I definitely have blood sugar issues and deal with insulin resistance. And even though I'm, you know, not type 2 diabetic or anything, I always watch, you know, I just watch that carefully. So I think the MoreMito has definitely increased, you know, my insulin sensitivity, and which is a really good thing.
Right.
So
You've probably taken this.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
You can Elias first. Go ahead.
No, I don't have any, you know, data on that yet because it's too soon.
Right.
But I will be tracking that. I mean, my you know, I do check my A1C, you know. So my next one will be, you know, in a few months after I've been on the product for a good 3 years.
That'd be exciting to see that. And then you've tried probably lots of products like every person has out there. We've all tried lots of products. Can you explain, Michele, how this is different than any product? Would you say, is this the best product you've ever tried?
It definitely is, you know, so far the best product I've ever tried because the results were immediate. I've never had anything where I felt amazing in the first week, in the first day, in the first dose. You know?
That's how I felt.
That really impressed me. And yeah, it's just, I can tell, I mean, you know, I can tell that my body did go through a period of detoxing.
Right.
Which is a great thing. And because I've been on a lot of products before, you know, I was aware, and of course you were great support with me, but it wasn't anything. I've been through way worse detoxes. I mean, this was just very mild and gentle. But then I came back even, you know, even stronger from that. So it's nice
when you poke through there. So I think even 3 months into this, I went through a detox like yesterday. That was just like, because now that I've this year, 2024, I'm cutting sugars out of my diet, like more. I'll maybe have dessert maybe twice a week tops type thing. And I'm noticing it in my skin. I mean, 47, and it's just like, I'm really seeing my face shine right now. And I'm like, look at my skin. It's like, you know, again, the cartoons where a little ding, the little thing pop, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And you too, right? It's like, wow, you know, like this is that. So what do you think about like the skin? How do you think about the skincare? I have a little mini Rejuvenate right here. You want to explain the Rejuvenate?
Yes. Well, the Rejuvenate that's another miracle product too. I put that on my face. I put that on my neck. I put that on the back of my hands because I do a lot of bike riding, and you know, so I have like sun damage. I have sun damage. You know, I'm an outdoorsy person, and that is you can feel it just tightening up your
Right?
skin. Yeah.
It feels
And
amazing.
working on my neck, and but yeah, it has so many benefits. If I have an aching back or an area that's sore, I put that rejuvenate right on the area, and it just instantly feels better. It's just it's really, really great. So I can't wait to see how that improves my skin.
Yeah,
I can,
honestly, and I do feel it like 2, 3 months later, it's just like continue to get. I'm like, where's this all headed? You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm gonna start using it on my stomach even more and just like fine tuning and doing that. But what would people have? What have people noticed around you about this? What,
well, a friend of mine who is into energy, and I walked into her. She's has a hair salon. I walked into her salon, and she just looked at me and she said, "Michelle, you're in a whole new energy." I said, "I'm on this miracle product. I got to
you
tell
didn't
you
even know
all
you were
about it."
taking something different at that time. She didn't know you were on something at that time,
No,
right?
no,
uh, so is she on it yet? No.
no. She will be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Has anyone else
But
commented about that at all?
what's that?
Has anyone else commented about that at all? About
Oh,
your
yeah, definitely. That my yeah, I have a lot of people who are into energy and can see. So I have a few people who are using it because they've just noticed, how um, what I'm doing and how I feel and all that, and yeah, so they're very interested because of my results for sure.
yeah, the
And
results speak
and
loud
everyone's
and
going to have
clear.
their own. I'm definitely doing what you're doing too. I'm eliminating the sugars from my diet, and I think the better your diet is, the better the results are going to be, and in a way
Exactly.
too. So I'm,
Yeah.
I'm doing everything else too, like that, to support. But yeah, it's been amazing, and I think for being on a product for such a short period of time, that to have the results that I've had, like you said, I can't wait to see what 3 months brings me.
Right. Here's a question for you. How many hours of extra energy, focus energy, would you say this is adding to your day?
Well, I used to get up somewhere around 6:30. Now I'm waking up at 5 o'clock, and I'm waking up with just focus and energy, and I go all day long until 11, 10:30, 11,
Would
when
you
I
say
find.
an hour and a half more, or would you say 2 hours more, or what do you think it's adding to your
Oh,
day?
it's definitely 2 hours. It's more than 2 hours because I'm getting more done like after work. Normally I'd just be tired and all that, but I'm getting more done during my workday, and all the other things that I'm doing. And my extra time in the morning is so focused, and I accomplish so much. Whereas before, I get up early, I go for a walk and do some things, but I'm just getting way more done. And
You
yeah.
and I love to impress upon the fact of how much we basically pay ourselves in extra income by being on this product without even sharing it to anyone. Because let's say that you're adding 2 extra hours of it, focus energy. This is considered, you said 2.5, like it is. That's what it seems people say is like 2.5 to 3 hours, but we'll say it 2.5. Like, if we're billing out at $25 an hour times 2.5, that's $62, 62 and a half. I mean, I'm trying to be conservative on the numbers here,
Yeah.
right? Times 30 days in a month, that's $1,875 of extra that you're putting into things. Minus it's 100 okay,
Hmm.
so we times this by 12, which that is $22,500 right there. Okay. I love this math. So okay, 22,500, and we take, it's $117 a month for both products. Times 12 is $1,400. So you take 22,500, minus 1,400. We said, right? Okay,
Hmm.
okay. Is $21,100 of extra money in your pocket, basically, without sharing this with anyone. And so I look at this, I'm like, even if you cut this down in half to 10,000, 10,500 or whatever, 550, or divide that in a quarter or something like this into, it's such a savings being on this product. Like it's a complete no brainer is how I feel about it. Do you
It
think these
is.
are pretty conservative, what I just showed here?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're not
Absolutely.
talking
The other
wages.
thing is you feel better about yourself. I mean, not
Yeah.
only the energy to do more, you want to do more. You feel good about whatever it is that you have going on. So, that makes a huge difference.
What is your goals in 2024 on this product and sharing it with other people? What's your intention?
Well, I just I want, 2024 is going to be a big year for me for in a lot of ways. I have a lot of projects, and but MoreMito will be part of that, sharing it with people. And just to me, it's more like, I don't look at MoreMito as like, oh, I'm going to make money. It's a mission for me. I just, people want to feel better. They're depressed. They've had struggles. Maybe they do want to make more money, but they just want to feel better. And I know it's all about the mitochondria. As soon as I heard that there was a product that would increase your mitochondria, increase mitochondria health, and increase mitochondria, period, I said, I'm in. I want to try it because I know that the mitochondria, is the powerhouse of the cell. It's everything.
It's very interesting because every stressful event, whether it's a breakup, if it's a scary movie, if it's rush hour traffic, it lowers the mitochondria. Even our cell phones lower the mitochondria. That's proven. COVID lowers the mitochondria. Any kind of pharmaceutical drug lowers mitochondria. And what's interesting is, you mentioned depression, mental health and stuff like this. This has what is your perception of what mitochondria does for mental health?
No, well, mitochondria improves everything. So of course it's going to improve, your mental health and focus and everything. Brain health is, so it's all about brain health.
So would you say this product removes, how would you say what this does with trauma? It's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, your mitochondria health is when your mitochondria health improves, everything is going to improve. I mean, this product isn't healing the body. Your body is healing itself.
Exactly. That is definitely how this works. We're giving the body what it needs to go ahead and get rid of trauma out of the body by raising the mitochondria where this negative stinking thinking can't exist. And, kind of ailment you got going on seems to improve. It's like, I can't name one thing that this does not help with, which is,
right.
That's so exciting. I love it when someone asks me, well, will this help with this? Will this, I'm like, yes. Like, I can't think of anything it does. Right. So, Michelle, is there anything else you'd like to add? I really appreciate your time today.
I would say just try the product, because a lot of times, we'll try something and, we'll coach people and say, well, really might, you want to stay on it for 90 days because it might take 90 days. You might feel something in 2 weeks or a month, but really 90 days is when you really notice. But with this, you are going to be rewarded right away with, in the first day, in the first week, and you'll know it's working. So, a lot of times we're spending all kinds of money on supplements that, aren't really doing much for us at all, whether they're even absorbed. But this, it's absorbed, and just looking at the list of ingredients, that's what got me. When I saw those ingredients,
I
said, wow, I've never seen a product with so many ingredients. And I knew most of them, not all of them, but I knew how good most of them were. So, it's going to work for everyone. The only way it's not going to work is if you don't take the recommended dose.
And that's what I say to it when I always say I have an if radar. People say, well, if this works, or if this, I want to tell everyone, if this works. I'm like, no. There is no if here about this. You are the if you're going to take it properly. Is that a fair statement?
It is, absolutely. And I keep my bottle right next to me. I'm taking it all throughout the day, try to do every couple of hours. And I definitely, get my full dose in every day, if not more.
It makes life so much better. Well, Michele,
Yeah.
thank you so much, and just glad to really have you on the
You.
team. And I just to be surrounded by more happiness with the results that you're having, and just the love and happiness that's spreading because of us sharing this. It's just like you said, we're not focused on the money. It's just getting the word out there, improving people's lives, because in 2024, people deserve a whole new, fresh vibe, and that's what
Yep.
we're helping them achieve. So,
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much for your help.
much.
You've been such a great support, Ryan. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you. Thank
Awesome.
you. Blessings to you. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you. Same.
Take-
All right.
Have a,
Have a great day.
you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.